In this video, I'm going to talk about how to have more meaningful conversations. Hey there, I hope you're doing awesome. I'm really excited about this video because I don't do chit chat. I just don't. My friends know me. I am not one that talks about the weather or what'd you eat for dinner last night. No, I want to get to the heart of conversations so I get to know people. I remember when I was a little girl, when I was standing in line at the grocery store with my mom, she would be talking to everyone in line with her. And I would be so embarrassed. Because I'm like, Mom, why do you have to? She was just loud and always smiling. And I didn't get it when I was younger. Now, fast forward and, oh yeah, I am my mother. Like I got that from my mom because that is what I do. When I am out, I love connecting with people. I love talking to people, and I really love getting to know people. And not just getting to know the surface of who they are, but really who they are deep inside. And fortunately, that's what I get to do for a living. I get to run a coaching company where it's all we do is talk to people about their dreams and what they want for their lives. And so I'm truly blessed. And so in this video, I wanted to share how can you have deeper conversations, not just with your team, but with everyone in your life, with your spouse, with your friends, and even with strangers. It's amazing the conversations that we can have with strangers if we present ourselves in the right way or when we ask those right questions. And so one of the questions that I love to ask that I feel really opens people up and gets people excited and engaged is, what are you most excited about accomplishing over the next 6 months? And so what's cool about that question is oftentimes people will say to me, well, what do you mean, personal or professional? And I say, whatever you want. Like you give them the opportunity to explore. And so that alone tells us a little bit about that person, right? Because they're deciding, am I going to tell this person something personally or professionally? So maybe they'll start talking about a really cool project they're working on at work, or they're going to tell me about their wife, or they're getting married, or maybe they're having a baby, or their daughter is in the school play, or whatever those pieces are. And so I love that question because immediately it lights people up, and it also takes people out of what they're used to. They're used to having conversations that are very surface, like, oh, how are you? How's work? What do you do? Things like that. So when we can flip that switch, when we can surprise someone by asking them a question that they're not used to being asked, it's fun. You see it in their face. And that's the best thing we can do, right? Is have these conversations where people feel a lot more open and free and actually start talking about things they want to talk about, not that they have to talk about or they feel like they should talk about. And so that's one question that I love. The second thing we can do is start to ask people, what are your dreams? What are your dreams? And so again, I mentioned I run this coaching company, which is amazing because the work that we do is all around talking about people's dreams. And nothing lights someone up more than when we ask them about their dreams and they start telling us places they want to go, things they want to do, people they want to meet, experiences they want to have. And opening up this conversation, what happens is when people start sharing their dreams with us, we start sharing our dreams with them, and then it becomes this really deep conversation because along the way, we probably have some similar dreams, or maybe someone will say to us a dream that they have, and all of a sudden we're like, oh yeah, that would be really cool. And so those are the principles, those are the basics of having those deeper conversations with people. And when we're able to have those deeper conversations with people, it does so much more for our relationship. Again, personal, professional, it doesn't matter. When we're working with people, we want to build deep relationships with them. We want to build that trust. We want to build that connection. And then, of course, in our personal life, the same thing. Have you ever seen those people that are out at a restaurant and they're on their phone or they're not looking at each other, they're not engaged? Imagine if we had more deep conversations with people, whether we've just met them or whether we've known them for years and years and years, and we can continue to have those rich, deep, meaningful conversations to lift people up, to get people excited, to get people more engaged in their life and the conversations. And so those are just a couple of ways to have deeper relationships, to have deeper conversations with people. And I hope you try them. I hope that the next time you sit down with somebody, maybe it's a new friend, maybe it's a colleague, start with one of those questions and see what happens. See what shows up for you. See if you have a better time. See if they open up. See how much deeper and richer that conversation is going to be for both of you. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you do? What questions do you ask to have those deep, meaningful conversations that really engage the both of you so that you really get to know someone? You really get to know more about who they are, what lights them up, and how you can support each other. I would love to hear from you, so please let me know. Either put it in the comments or message me directly over on social media or wherever you hang out online. Would love to hear from you. I always love when people get either a journaling prompt or a question or an idea from one of these videos. It's one of my favorite things. So I always love hearing from you. So please reach out. And hey, if you like this video, thank you so much for being here. Please go ahead and like it and share it with someone who you think might find it valuable as well. And I will see you next time.